This is Anthony Morris. I'm back now of the African Family Village in memory of our ancestors. Well, today's subject is why I decided to call my African Family Village. Of my 86 years of life, every time anything I learned everything about other people's cultures. But when I got in my 60s, I purchased this land up in the high desert. I had 22 acres of land, and I wanted to build an African family village up there in the high desert. And I talked with many people, and for some reason or other, uh, the word African, associating with Africa, with us that were brought here in slavery, in times of slavery, and we built up this country. And we are ashamed that we are actually came from Africa. Yes, some say I came here from Mississippi, I came here from there or there, but you cannot duck that you came out of Africa. So after turning right in my 60s, and I purchased this land, and I wanted to do something, so I had it. Well, I was gonna have it. Half of it was gonna be an independent school, teach our boys like myself that didn't have good education. And then on the other side, I was gonna have a African village. Things that we made in the village, we would sell to people when they came down to 15, and we would grow food for us, our people. And I just wanted to do something about leave a legacy of our people. So, and like every time I make a podcast, I wear my different dashikis because I have over 60. And I have people that they just got to say something wrong instead of saying something good. Oh, you ain't no African because you wear them dashikis. Come on. Let's start loving ourselves and stop being so negative. And I'm spending the rest of my life podcasting about Africa. And when I use the expression, I need your seniors. I need your time, your talent, and your resources. There's a lot of our seniors wasted talent. A lot of us wasted money, wasted the time, talent, and resources. And so, as a senior myself, I didn't have no formal education, but I became for 17 and a half years, I was a journeyman electrician with the Navy, for the Navy. And then I got my general contractor license. And I built a couple of houses. I'm not perfect. I made mistakes because I was learning on the go. But I wasn't one of them people that did something wrong. If the customer came to me and talked to me like a human being, I would always try to compromise. And there's a couple of people that I did work for that's gonna after this virus get over, they're gonna come over and talk about things I did for them. I'm gonna let them blow my horn instead of me blowing my horn. And then a lot of seniors have nieces, nephews, grandchildren, great grandchildren that are just absolutely looking in the dream world. All of us can't be in sports. All of us can't be in music. Why not invest into learning a trade? Then, just like in California here, and it hurts me to my heart. I'm not mad at nobody, but I'm just making a statement that every time we drive down the street, only one ethnic group is working. They're doing the cement work, they're doing the building, they're doing everything. And I give you a living example. I built two houses in Watts, and a Hispanic guy came by and he said, "I don't see no Hispanics." So I said, "Go down the street. There's a Hispanic brother building three houses. If you find a brother down there, I'll come back and I'll hire you." I never seen him again because he knew what he would find down there. And see, I know that a lot of guys, we were building in the middle of building this two houses. A lot of people abandoned the job, and at that particular time, I was a superintendent for a black sister, and so I was out there till midnight working. I was helping the plumber. I was helping the I did the wiring of both houses, and so what I'm trying to say is there are seniors that listening to me. If you don't have a computer like most seniors, so if you don't, there's smartphones, and you have family that will hear what I'm saying. Under the African Family Village, what I was trying to do up there in the high desert, I was going to have it. And I was talking about this, say, in my 60s. I'm 86 now. And I was going to pay our boys $15 an hour then. Now, this is no Bernie Sanders, nobody else. This is with Anthony Morrison, the African Family Village. And then we were going to, under the African Family Village, now here's where socialism come in. The African Family Village, we were going to take and pay for the medical of our boys. In other words, some senior would have had a medical organization would we would compromise and share teaching. I'm just what I'm just I'm saying a lot of things. I'm trying to I'm trying to get it out as fast as I can. Is because this are the things that I'm in the VA. I'm one of them Korean War veterans suffer with post-traumatic stress disorder. And people say things to you, hateful. A guy said to me, "Oh, you get a crazy check." Yeah, crazy, all right. But Uncle Sam chose to take care in my golden years. And so what I'm doing with the asset that the government is giving me every month, and I'm willing to share. I built the studio here, and I had a gazebo in my backyard, and I'm doing things to prove to my brothers and sisters. Hey, I'm not pushing African down their throats, like some say. I'm just showing you we have Chinatown, we have Koreatown, we have Japtown, we have every other town, even over there, Alpine, the European. I go over there because they make their bolognas and sausage on the facility, and it's less salt in it. And that's another thing I have to for my health. I have to duck salt and sugar. So, and when I go into stores, I look at the read the carbohydrates, I read the sugar contents, and anything that's prepared, they want it to last, so it automatically has a whole lot of sugar and a whole lot of salt in it. I watch these cooking programs. I love to watch them, but every time they make one stop, they do this, they put salt. They do this, they put salt. They do this, they put salt. When are you going to put enough salt in there? But everything what I'm talking is what we were going to be about on the African Family Village. We're going to teach our boys to love our sisters. If you make a baby, regardless, you were man enough to make that baby stand by that child. But no, they keep, and then another guy comes along. I'm just covering every base where we're going to teach our boys about loving themselves. And you have a mother, you have a sister, and you don't want nobody treating them bad. So why do you treat another woman bad? And that was what I was talking about. So now, as a senior citizen, if anytime I meet youngsters, I have a youngster that comes to my house. He's not youngster; he's in his 50s, and he spent 21 years in Angola prison, and I trust him unconditionally. It's because they teach us, our slave master teaches us to not trust our brothers and sisters. So that's why we live after we get up in age and we had retired from a job. We're scared to trust one another because you turn on the TV and they're teaching us to mistrust. Just like when they did Proposition 25, when give you 25 years to life. That was they made a lot of seniors be afraid of each other, of us. But I came to this town, I had no trades, none, and I was going all over looking for a job. And I walking down the street, and there was at that particular time, there was a black man had a used car place called Stevens Motor, I think it was it. And I walked up to him and I said, "Sir, I just come to California and I need me a job. You know where I can find me a job?" He said, "Well, what can you do?" I said, "Well, I ain't no dummy." And so he said, "Well, by God, my wife needed somebody to do little things around the house. Go." He gave me his address and sent me to talk to his wife, and I went over there and I painted the fence and things that her husband wasn't able to do, but and they paid me, and that's how I got into the trade. So then the first house I owned was in Watts, at 9511 Juniper. It was a $6,000 house. How I got that house, I was renting from a brother lived 3 doors away. And so the man that owned the house and carried the note came to me and he says, "Where's Mr. Jones?" I says, "Well, I don't know. I haven't seen Mr. Jones. He come on the first and get the $70 that he charged me for rent." So he says, okay, but he left. So he came back about a month later. I still haven't heard from Mr. Jones. I said, "Well, on the first I gave him my $70, like what I do every first of the month." So he says, "Well, how would you like to own this house?" I said, "How you mean?" He said, "Well, I'm on a foreclosure on Mr. Jones." I said, "Well, I paid Mr. Jones. I'm not have nothing to do with it, but he was nice to me to let me move in here without paying a down payment or anything." So anyway, about a month later, he gave me a chip for to get some garden tools and whatnot, and he sent me over there on 100. I think it was 97th to a hardware store right there, and I went in there and I got the stuff to work with. And I had a little job working at that particular time working at I didn't have no job. I didn't have no job at that time. So anyway, and then after I moved into the house, and then I got me a job with the post office. And what I'm trying to get at is anybody that hears what I'm saying, that have any family member that's doing nothing, I'll give out my phone number. Call me and I'll tell you, guide you. And if necessary, I'll take you where you need to go to get jobs. I'll tell you about how I would help research. There is no reason why we don't love and care and share with each other. And that's what I want to do the rest of my life. And so, anyway, if everybody, my phone number is 213 446 3026. Share that with somebody that don't have a computer, that cannot watch what I'm saying now on my podcast. And then if they call me, I would talk with them and give them guidance. I'm not afraid to share with my brothers and sisters. If you have larceny in your heart, do not call 213 446 3026. Now, slavery was a crime against humanity. Yesterday, today, and forever. Thank you very much.